Good afternoon, leaders. What an amazing first half we have had. The speakers on stage fueled the fire of leadership through their vision, education, and pure inspiration. And now it's time to welcome your host. And that too with some bale bale and some shava shava. Yes, Singh is the king. So please welcome your host, Executive President's team, Worre Singh.
Are you ready, guys? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all the leadership. So, leaders, lunch break खत्म. अब real hunger शुरू. Are you ready? Are you hungry for your success, for learning more? वाओ. सो ये आज तीसरा दिन है हमारी फ्यूचर प्रेसिडेंट टीम रिट्रीट. दैट इज इनक्रेडिबल. और ये फाइनल लैप है. क्या आप सच में एक्साइटेड हैं? मैंने आज तक अपनी हिस्ट्री में फ्यूचर प्रेसिडेंट टीम रिट्रीट जो अभी हो रही है 2 दिन का ट्रेनिंग, दैट वाज रियली लाइफ चेंजिंग एंड द गेस्ट स्पीकर्स वर अनबिलीवेबल. क्या मैं आपकी आवाज सुन सकता हूं? हाउ वाज द ट्रेनिंग गोइंग ऑन? कल का सेशन और आज का अनबिलीवेबल. सो वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून. अमेजिंग लीडरशिप. सो टुडे आई एम ट्रूली ऑनर्ड टू बी योर मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी. इंडियाज बिगेस्ट इवेंट, बिगेस्ट स्टेज, दैट इज कॉल्ड द फ्यूचर प्रेसिडेंट टीम. एंड आई वुड रियली थैंक टू कॉर्पोरेट. एक बार बढ़िया सी क्लैपिंग कर सकते हैं जो जबरदस्त अरेंजमेंट इस ट्रेनिंग का कॉर्पोरेट के लिए. कैन यू गिव अ बिग हैंड? अनबिलीवेबल. और आज का दिन सिर्फ ट्रेनिंग का नहीं है, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का है. कौन कौन रेडी है फॉर द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन? कितने सारे मिलीनियर टीम हैं जो प्रेसिडेंट टीम बनना चाहते हैं? अपनी आवाज पीछे. कौन कौन प्रेसिडेंट टीम क्वालिफाई करके आएगा नेक्स्ट टाइम? वाओ. सो आज का दिन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का है. यहाँ आपको सीखना है और बहुत ही जबरदस्त सेशन होने वाला है. सो स्टार्ट करने से पहले आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक यू कॉर्पोरेट अगेन, सौरभ सर, पंचाली मैम, गोपा सर एंड ऑफ कोर्स अजय खन्ना सर, और आप सबका जितनी भी स्ट्रॉन्ग लीडरशिप ऑफ इंडिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच. एंड आप सब क्लैपिंग कर सकते हैं हम सब लीडरशिप के लिए, राइट? सो आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद माय स्टोरी. मेरा नाम दविंदर है और हर्बल लाइफ में मैं इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था 2013 में. आई वॉज 22 ईयर्स ओल्ड और 22 साल की उम्र में मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी देखने का मौका मिला. मैं एक ही कमरे में 22 साल तक रहा हूँ और हम 4 लोग थे और एक घर था. स्क्रीन पे मेरी स्लाइड्स आएंगी जिसमें मेरा ये घर है जिसमें मैंने अपने 22 साल निकाले हैं. ओके. एंड आई एम सो ऑनर्ड कि मुझे इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ, मेरे स्पॉन्सर ने मुझे हर्बल लाइफ के बारे में बताया एंड आई जॉइन हर्बल लाइफ. एंड माई मदर लॉस्ट अमेजिंग 40 kg. हमारी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मेरे मदर की, और मैंने अपना 14 किलो वेट गेन किया. और वी आर फ्लेक्स 45, राइट? एज एरिक लॉन्च अनबिलीवेबल दिस फ्लेक्स 45 ऑन ऑनर्स. आई एम पैशनेटली डूइंग दिस DMO विद माई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड every single day I invite people and I started my journey with I. As a leader, किस को लगता है as my way, who is the leader? मैंने स्टार्ट किया था I से, बट आज मैं इस स्टेज पे पहुंचा हूँ एज अ we, राइट? एज अ we मतलब बहुत सारे लोगों को मैंने हेल्प किया, बहुत सारे लोगों को बिल्ड करने में, आगे लेके जाने में, और उस वजह से आज मैं इस स्टेज पे हूँ. फाइनली माई ड्रीम कम ट्रू. कितने मिलीनियर टीम्स पीछे बैठे हैं? आई अटेंड दिस FPTR 8 years एज अ मिलीनियर टीम. 8 साल, हर साल मैं प्लान करता था आई विल बी द प्रेसिडेंट टीम, बट मेरी FPTR ने लाइफ चेंज करी एंड आई अटेंड मेलबर्न FPTR. आई क्वालिफाइड नॉट इवन प्रेसिडेंट टीम एज अ 1 diamond एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रेसिडेंट्स टीम. और ये मेरा ऑनर्स पे क्वालिफिकेशन रिकॉग्निशन हुआ था। और आप में से जितने भी लीडर्स बैठे हैं, फ्यूचर प्रेसिडेंट्स टीम्स, अगर आपने जो अभी अपना सेशन शुरू होने वाला है या 2 दिन की जो आपने नोट्स बनाए हैं, which our guest speaker says, what he says, training will never change your life. After that training, the actions, what you are going to do will definitely change your next level, right? So that was my recognition. As in my organization, 12 millionaire teams and 9 is in my pay line. And I am a 7 active lines, and ये 2 शख्स जिनका मैं बहुत बड़ा दिल से धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ. Once my sponsor 15K executive president Mandeep sir, and my mentor top 10 royalties in the world 50K chairman's club captain Charanjit sir. So एक बार जोरदार इनके लिए clapping कर सकते हैं ये 2 legends के लिए. And that was my journey, my story. Are you ready for the next session? क्या seriously आप इंडिया के अगले प्रेसिडेंट ही बनना चाहते हैं? All the mill teams. इतनी कम एक्साइटेड में मैं बुला नहीं सकता. तो सबसे पहले मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं, ये जो अगला सेशन, अगला हमारा प्रोग्राम शुरू होने वाला है, ये 2 लेजेंड करने वाले हैं. आर यू रेडी? सो एक बार खड़े हो जाइए, आपकी एक्साइटमेंट चेक कर लूं मैं, क्योंकि सबसे पहले मैं जिनको बुलाने वाला हूं, जिन्होंने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा, मेरे को गाइड किया, मुझे मेंटोर किया, यहां स्टेज तक पहुंचाया. ही इज माई मेंटोर एंड ही इज फ्रॉम पंजाब. Top 10 in the world, 50K Chairman's Club member, all the way from Ludhiana, Captain Charanjit Singh. नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में हिल जाता है उनका जब नाम आता है. ही इज अ लेजेंड. तो टाइम की तरफ नहीं है, फटाफट से इनवाइट करेंगे मिस्टर एलन वर्रे.
I can do this. I'm done.
Okay, come on. All right. Hello, everybody. So I'm here with my friend Charanjit, and we're going to share a session with you. We're very, very excited about it. And why don't you tell them what we're going to do?
We are going to rock India. Okay. So before the start, I would like to share something with them.
Okay.
Once I was attending Eric's training online, and he says the 5 people you live with, and you become the average of that 5 people. And he said, I was not finding any successful people, those who could be with me all the time. But I could find in my car the Jim Rohn with me, and I could find the Les Brown with me. And one day, after listening few years, and in reality, in one of the events, he was driving the car, and the Jim Rohn and Les Brown was sitting on the back seat. And he observed that I become the average. He was also a speaker there, right? And the same thing happened in 2020. I found him on YouTube. I didn't know who he is, but while listening few trainings, I said, he's something. He's a very great guy. Let me listen to him. And I didn't know that one day, and I continued to listen even today, and one day we are sharing the stage. So we become the average of successful people you will live with, right? Thank you, Eric, for coming in our life.
My great pleasure. My great pleasure. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little bit of a different format, okay? First, Charanjit's going to interview me. Any questions he wants to ask, we're going to do that for a session. I don't know what questions he's going to ask, so we'll have just a normal conversation about leadership and growth and how you can go home and dominate in your market and be able to build a business that expands around the world. And then we're going to turn it around,
right?
And I'm going to interview Charanjit. And I want to talk about specifically, how do we take these principles back to India with his knowledge and experience? And then when we're done with that, we're going to open up questions from all of you. We're going to have 2 microphones up here in the front sections, and then we're going to have 2 microphones in the back sections, and we're just going to answer any leadership question you might have about how to grow your Herbalife business. So think about what those questions might be. If you could ask a question on behalf of your entire team, of your entire city, or for your entire country, what would that question be? So we'll look forward to doing that. So let's get started. You ready?
Right. And there'll be questions you can ask on a Zoom. The link is, link is on the screen, so you can ask questions, so it will be scrutinized, and maybe it will come to us.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And
so link is there.
For the production people, if these monitors, the sound monitors, can be up a little bit with our voice, so I can hear Charanjit a little bit cleaner with these speakers, that would be great. All right.
All right. Fantastic.
Here we go.
So, Eric, first of all, thank you so much for coming to Herbalife, because we were missing Jim Rohn, we were missing Mark Hughes, and we found some part of them in you. And we are so confident when we listened first time to you in honors, we were so excited for the future of Herbalife. Thank you very much for joining. And I have a few questions prepared for you, particularly on leadership, because this is the leadership. And we all know that personal development and leadership has a big role in any success, rather the customers and distributors. So my first question is about the leadership identity. The question is, at the highest level of leadership, success is no longer only about skills and only about identity. What inner shift a distributor need to become the real leader from distributorship? So initially we learn skills, we work for customers, we work for distributors, we make supervisors. So what real inner shift a person need to become a true leader in Herbalife?
Well, excellent question. I've spent a lot of time looking at top leaders around the world, the most successful people. And not only in network marketing, but in business in general.
Right.
And I think my answer would be, if you can expand your vision much, much bigger than what it currently is,
Right.
if you can see a bigger future, if you can see a better life for more people, if you can see in terms of size and scale, we're living in a world where people like Elon Musk are changing the world, and Jeff Bezos are changing the world, and Herbalife in its way is changing the world. But what is your vision for what's possible? You have to give yourself permission to dream much, much bigger dreams. The one thing I've realized, especially in the last 5 or 10 years, is I've been playing way too small.
Right.
For my entire life, including to this day. I've been playing too small. I've been thinking about too small of goals, too small of dreams, too small of impact. And I think what's required to go to greatness is you have to give yourself permission to think that it's possible and start to see it in your mind. Right. That's what great leaders do. And then they go to work on turning it into reality.
Absolutely. Like thinking small personal volumes, few supervisors to think big about the big organization, big success, right?
Yeah, well, look at it this way. How many, like when you have a person who becomes president team in one of your lines, is the term a diamond line?
Yeah.
It becomes a diamond line. I will ask the question to all of you. How many diamond lines can you see in your business? How many? Hold it up in your hand. How many can you see? You could see 10, you could see 7. Possible, not real right now. How many, what's possible? See, if that's contained just in these two hands, it's not a big enough vision. First principle says if you can get 1, you can get 5. If you can get 1, you can get 10. If you can get 1, you can get 50. Is it possible for somebody, humanly possible? If you could get 10, could you get 100? Can you even think about what that would look like? It's a different conversation mentally to start saying, what, 100 diamond lines? Like, what does that even look like? There's more possibility available to you, but you have to give yourself permission to think about it and to take the limits off of your imagination.
Right, right. Thank you. My next question is, which I hope many of us have got issue. We got some downlines from 5 years, 10 years, 8 years, 12 years. They're working, but they're not producing.
Yeah.
They're serious, but they're not able to achieve their next level. They show seriousness. They are all in all the trainings. They're visible. They are honest, sincere, but they're not growing. They've got big goals, but they don't grow. And from years, it is happening. So what is your point of view for this sort of down? They are sincere, honest, attending training, want to grow, crying, but not growing.
Usually the mystery is not a mystery. Usually you think, like, I don't know what, there must be some secret, you know, maybe there's something wrong they're doing. No, they just stopped working. They're very good at telling you they're working. They convince themselves they're working. I've convinced myself that I was working, but in reality, I wasn't really working.
Right.
Showing up for the training Zooms is not building a business. Coming here to FPTR is not building a business. It's preparing to build a business.
Right.
So if you really dig in and find out what they're actually doing,
Right.
it's very small. Very, very small. So the greatest gift you can give to somebody in your downline that's frustrated is the gift of truth with kindness, to be able to say, let's examine what you're actually doing,
Right.
and let's figure out how we get you to the next level. One thing that would change a person's life if they're stuck.
Right.
is if they do a 90-day run, like we talked about yesterday.
No.
If they do a 90-day run, they'll realize that they weren't working. After 1 day, 2 days, they'll realize that they were just going through the motions.
Right.
You know? So giving a person the gift of awareness of what's really happening,
Right.
instead of letting them blame other people or circumstance or telling you their sad story.
Right. And as Jim Rohn said, don't tell me the story, show me your numbers.
Yes.
I'll tell you a story.
Yes.
That's true thing which you are saying.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, one of my early mentors, his name was Michael Nelson. He was cross-lined from me, but he'd been well trained by Mr. Rohn.
Right.
And I always wanted to impress him. So I'd go tell him, oh, you're not going to believe this. I have this prospect, and they're going to join my business, and it's going to be amazing. They're going to do. He said, show me the application. I said, well, no, they haven't signed up yet, but they're going to. It's going to be great. Come tell me once they've signed up. And once they signed up, he said, well, tell me once they become supervisor. Tell me, once they start producing all this magical stuff. So he was always kind of like, come on, kid.
Right.
Let's get past the talk and let's get to real business.
Real business. Right. Thank you very much. My next question is, true leadership is measured by who can lead without you.
Yeah.
How many people lead without you? Because I generally listen from you that if you are vanished from your business for 1 year, and what the business will happen, that's true leadership which you have created. So what should leaders focus on today so that they will build legacy, and if they even go out of the business for 1 year, 2 year, and the business keep on continue doing it? Which type of, without pressure, the people are working without you and they're growing. So which kind of leadership here it is required?
Yeah, there's 5 attributes that I've noticed when a leader actually becomes strong and able to operate without you. 1 is they're independent.
Right.
They don't need you. They don't need anybody else. They can go build a business without you. 2, they're a good problem solver. Problems show up, they solve the problem. 3, they're consistent.
Right.
Right? 4, they have a big vision and they can communicate that big vision.
Right.
And 5, they create action. Just when they walk into the room, they cause people to do more than they were going to do.
Right.
So those 5 things are simple, but if I'm working with you, I'm going to be measuring you on those 5 things. How independent can I help you be? How good of a problem solver can I help you be? How consistent can I encourage you to be?
Right.
How can I help you strengthen your vision and the way you communicate it?
Right.
How can I help you get other people to take action? Once I get through those 5 things with you, and mentorship for me, leadership mentorship, is about mentoring into those 5 things.
Right.
So if they will do them consistently, now you want to have a leader that will work with or without you.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a professional tip. It's very helpful if you stay in great relationship with the leader, even though they don't need you. Right. Consistent relationship, because there's more businesses fragmented and hurt when leaders get to a certain level and they stop respecting each other. They stop talking with each other. They stop working with each other. Right. They build their own independent brands and all this stuff, which is unnecessary. Right. People can have their independence, no problem. But having a good, respectful relationship helps the team be more productive over time.
Right. Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the next question is, when a leader works with the team for a few years, and the business grows, the team size grows, they work together, and suddenly some of the downline says, please don't touch my downline.
Don't talk to my team.
Please don't talk to my team. Please don't call anyone, because since it was created together and upline has big contribution.
Sure.
And what do you say? Because it's a common thing which comes in the direct selling industry. So what do you think in this case? Is it right to touch or talk, or we should avoid, or maybe different circumstances? Your point of view.
It's, how many of you have children? So you think of, some of you have had children that have grown, and when they're in their teen years, they want to have their own independence. They don't want to be, they want to go hang out with their friends without mom or dad watching. They want to have their own conversation. You being around is kind of cringy and embarrassing, so they want to have their own identity. Same thing happens in our business. Somebody's rising, becoming stronger. They want to be the one talking to their team. They want to be the one saying this stuff. They don't want to constantly be under the shadow, right? So I would say how you respond to this, it depends.
Right.
If it's just them wanting to have some independence, great, no problem. If it's because there's conflict now, because sometimes you can have conflict with your teenagers
Right.
while they're starting to express their independence, same.
Right.
So if there's conflict, work to build a respectful, mutually respectful relationship where you agree on the fundamentals, the important things, and let them have their style.
Right.
Let them wear their hair the way they want to wear their hair. Let them wear the clothes that they want to wear, with the teenagers.
Right.
Because at some point, they're going to be grown adults and they need to do that stuff. So be open and available and be of service.
Right.
I think I heard it said that with fathers, I'll talk to the fathers for a moment, that all children go through 3 stages with their fathers. Stage 1 is they idolize their fathers. Stage 2 is they demonize their fathers. And then stage 3, ultimately, they humanize their fathers. They realize their fathers were a human doing the best they could. Yes? Do you agree with that generally? Same thing happens with your leaders. They might idolize you when they first join, looking up to you. They might demonize you at some point and let little hurts and little things get in the way of relationship. But ultimately, if you stay respectful, you stay consistent, you're a good, solid leader, you're leading by example, ultimately, they'll humanize you. And many of the great relationships in this room, cross-line, friends, upline, downline, you've had enough time to get to the humanized part. You can appreciate each other even though you have differences. And some of you in this room might have gone to war with each other at some point in the past, in one of those stages. It's okay. It's normal. It's natural. So I say all that to say,
Right.
it depends. Sometimes there's a person who is exhibiting bad leadership and bad behavior,
Right.
and distracting and destructive behavior and things that are going against company compliance or going against company culture.
Right.
Then you have a responsibility to go beyond them to that organization to correct
Right.
those things.
Right.
You can't just say, well, it's their group, because we're all ambassadors
Right.
for doing the right thing.
Right. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Very good. If you had to define the single most important decision a leader must take every day, I repeat it once again. If you had to define the single most important decision a leader must have every day that determines their long-term big success, then what decision you suggest a leader must take daily to become a big successful leader in a team? Daily is a major word.
Well, one thing came to mind, but I'm not sure if it's an everyday thing. Maybe it is. Great leaders are always focused on the next thing. They're always focused on what's next, what's the next level, what's the next pin, what's the next achievement, what's the next person going to qualify as an active supervisor, who's the next person who's going to be developing into a president's team member.
Right.
What's next? What's next? What the next event? The next thing. So constantly, for me, I see great leaders are always creating a plan for the next thing and creating a plan for the next thing over and over and over again. Maybe beyond that, at least for me, I hope that 5 years from today, when you meet me, you'll say, wow, he's gotten better.
Right.
He's improved. I think great leaders are open to improvement from the right sources. Sometimes they don't want to listen to some people, but they're open to learning and growing and getting better, realizing what they've learned up to this point is only a part of what they're going to do. I'm always trying to unlock my potential to go to another level so I can serve.
Right.
So I can help
So
others.
getting better every day, doing
Something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how I'm communicating, taking care of my body,
Right.
what I'm learning and listening to, how I use technology, whatever it happens to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So my next question is about the plateau after success.
Yes.
So many of us achieve the big heights in herbal life, and sometime we hit invisible ceilings. And after a few years of achievement, from your experience, what really caused the leader to plateau? After big success, they come to the plateau. They stay there. They don't grow. How can they reinvent themselves without losing the organization or a team?
Yeah.
That's my question.
I was thinking about this morning, just mentally thinking about having this conversation with all of you. And our business is very predictable. And I have an opportunity to see across the entire network marketing universe, all the top leaders, all the top organizations. Herbalife is absolute star in the constellation in this universe. But it's very predictable.
Right.
One of the things that's predictable is you can think about your organization. Think about any leader in your organization. The day that they got serious about Herbalife, start the timer 5 years after that day. In general, they will stop being as productive as they were the day that they joined. And it's just very predictable. It just keeps happening over and over and over again.
Right.
So if you know that this is going to be true, and you think about the leaders in your organization, how many years were they highly productive? And then afterwards, it's easy to manage. What I've noticed in our business is so long as you're growing, people are motivated. Even just a little bit. It doesn't need to be much. Just a little bit of growth, a little bit of growth, a little bit of growth, a little bit of growth. But the moment you're not growing, the moment there's a decline, the moment there's drama, the moment there's crisis, the moment there's change in the marketplace, that's when you find out what you really have.
Right.
And we're all going to experience that crisis. And unfortunately, what a lot of people do, a lot of leaders, the moment it levels off, let's say it levels off for 6 months. And during that 6 months, they work really hard to try and get it to grow, and it won't grow.
Right.
They do that for 3 months. And then the next 3 months, they say, you know what, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna relax a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy some of this, all this work I put in. And their check doesn't go down.
Right. They come in comfort zone.
Well, if they work harder and their check doesn't go up, and they work less hard and their check doesn't go down, they're like, oh, I guess this is what I have.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep cashing this check.
Right.
And what they realized, when you started your Herbalife business, it took longer than 3 months to get big results. But now we're spoiled into this fact that we expect really fast results from putting in one little burst of energy. So every once in a while, we have to refresh our mind, and part of doing that is having a bigger vision.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it don't negotiate your vision to say, well, my vision was 5 diamond legs. So I achieved my vision.
Right.
I'm just going to enjoy that. I'm going to support that. I'm going to be grateful for that. Fine. But if you in your mind can clearly see 20,
Right.
I hope that you don't stay satisfied with 5.
Right.
You can find 1 a year. 6, 7, 8, 10 years from now, you could have 10 more.
Yeah.
Could you develop 1 per year? People in this room, could you develop 1 per year? Those of you who are in the president's team, could you develop 1 per year? Find 1 line and help them get there? Well, think about where you'll be in 5 years. 5 more, 10 years, 10 more. That's a bigger legacy. So vision helps,
Right.
okay?
Right.
But also maturity, because in traditional business, you have to reinvent yourself all the time. You can't rest.
Right.
There's no company on earth that can rest without getting eliminated. And we somehow think that we can rest. And guess what? You can, if you just want to get enough to pay your bills. But if you want to change the world, maybe you need to think a little different, you know?
Right. I was just discussing with Eric day before yesterday with a personal Zoom, and he asked me, what is next for you? So I said, next 5 diamonds. And he said, when you will do it? I said, so and so date I will do it. But he said, you don't find 5, you will never reach. You should find 20. You should look for total 20. Then only, because everybody will not become president team. To whom? That's reason you opened, for
Yeah, the real, here's the thing. I coach a lot of high earners. And sometimes it's around income, okay? So somebody's sitting at 600,000 a year, US dollars, and they want to make $1 million. They're sitting at 700, sitting at 800, and their goal is $1 million. My advice is always the same. Do not build a business to get you to $1 million a year. Build a business to get you to 2 million. Right now, you're sitting at 600,000. Think about what is the architecture necessary for me to get my income to $2 million a year. Because then the million will be easy. So it'd be no problem. But if you're always stretching for it, some of you are just really trying to stretch for this smaller goal. You need to expand the goal to make the achievement of the initial steps a little bit more attainable. So, same advice. And what was the challenge that I gave you?
challenge you have given to me.
Yes, 2 days ago. Do you remember?
I don't know which challenge you're talking about.
Well, in terms of income and in terms of diamond line.
Yeah, right.
Are you willing to share what I shared with you?
Yeah.
Here's what I believe. When I first got started in network marketing, 10,000 a month US, 100,000 a year was the holy grail. It was the magical thing. If you achieved that, you were a player, you were really somebody special, right? And then years go by,
Right.
and $1 million a year started to become more common. And there's tons and tons and tons of people making 6 figures a year, but $1 million a year, that was, now you were a player.
Yeah.
And I work with a much smaller group of people now and we're working to help this group get to $1 million a month. $1 million US dollars a month in network marketing earnings as a distributor. So I challenged my friend Charanjit. I said, I just want you to think about it.
Yeah.
And how many diamond lines would you need? We don't know exactly, but I think it's about 20. If you had 20 qualified diamond lines,
Yep.
$1 million a month is possible. And here's what I know. If you can do 5, it's only vision that's stopping you
That's fine.
from getting the other 15. And you can do it smarter today. You can do it more efficiently.
Right.
You can do it with more wisdom. You can do it with more experience. And so can all of you.
Right.
If you can get to Prez team, you can help somebody else get to Prez team, right? No matter what rank you're at. you've achieved it. You've proven it's possible. It's just a matter of what you're going to believe. So he has 5. He was shooting for 10. I'm saying let's shoot for 20. And in order to shoot for 20, to get 20, we probably have to shoot for what?
Right.
More than 20.
More than 20.
In order to be able to do it. Not because he needs the money. But this is the new 4-minute mile. $1 million a month.
Right.
Is the new 4-minute mile to make it possible for everybody else in the world. I'd like to popularize that. Who would like to be part of that group? The $1 million a month group. Anybody? Could you even give yourself permission to even think about it? Yeah, that's exciting.
Thank you. So, my last question. You have coached leaders globally from decades.
Say again?
You have coached leaders
Yes.
globally from decades to thousands of companies around the world.
Yeah.
What is one personal development habit which most of the leaders talked about, but very few practice consistently? Talked about, but they consistently themselves, but common personal development habit?
I'm going to answer it slightly different than your question.
Right.
That's okay.
Right, please.
I'm going to give you a personal development secret that the most successful leaders do that less successful leaders don't do.
Right.
Okay? Something that separates top leaders when it comes to personal development. Most leaders are engaged in lots of personal development. They're reading tons of books, they're listening to tons of podcasts, they're watching tons of videos, they're attending tons of events. They have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks. They have libraries filled with books, right? That's the average leader.
Right.
Let me tell you what the superstar leaders do. They learn less and they study more.
Right.
Here's what I mean. They don't need to read 500 books. They're going to find a principle and they're going to study that principle until they master it.
Right.
They're going to study problem solving. They're going to study personalities and how to work with different people. They're going to study how to promote events. They're going to study. So they're not racing to the next book.
Right.
Because we can get lost in personal development, all of us. We're reading and attending. I mean, you probably have a lot of notebooks at home filled with Herbalife notes. Some of you need to put those notes into action in order to be able to get the life that you want. So the great leaders, they study more and they don't go down the personal development rabbit hole.
Right.
They're always learning,
Right.
right? But they're studying specific things that they want to master
Right.
in order to be able to serve their organizations better.
Fine. Wherever he lacks or we lack, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. My last question, Eric.
Okay.
You are coaching from decades internationally, and you have trained almost all direct selling big companies. So, what different is in Herbalife? This is my personal question to you. It's not mentioned, but
Yeah.
what you found in Herbalife which make Herbalife different in our entire direct selling industry around the world?
I'll get myself in trouble for answering this question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. I admire Herbalife so much, and I'm so honored to even be on this stage and spend time with you after 40 years in this profession. For me, my admiration of this company starts with your founder. Mr. Mark Hughes was an amazing force, a giant in our profession. The entire profession owes him a debt of gratitude. The culture that he built that stands still today, the vision that he exhibited and lived was tremendous. The radical dedication to personal growth that led to Mr. Rohn being part of your organization for so many years. The products that are meaningful,
Right.
the customers winning, the products that matter, innovation beyond innovation, not only on product side, not only on what the company does, but what you learn to do. The way that you learn to figure out how to innovate with the clubs and the models and the different DMOs and cultures around the world and different pricing strategies for different regions. It's so unique. Most companies are one size fits all. They have one method of operation. That's all they have. You've found a way to be able to get to the customer and to be able to serve the entrepreneur inside the organization. So products are amazing, innovation spectacular. I could go on. I mean, your compensation plan, you might be annoyed at your compensation plan and like to see things different. And here's what I will tell you about your compensation plan. It is so generous, so outrageous. The amount of money that it kicks out from top to bottom, from Mark Hughes bonus all the way down to retail commissions for the average person. I understand you might want to have some other stuff. I just know, looking around the entire profession, what a gift you have inside of your compensation plan. The people that you have in this company that work inside this organization, they care so much about you winning. That is not always the case. It really isn't. They want to see you win. They're sincere, they're earnest, they work their butts off. I'm so impressed with the corporate organization, the 8,600 people around the world that work behind the scenes to make this all possible. And I will tell you what led me here, because I've never had a business relationship as deep and meaningful as the one I have with Herbalife. Never in 40 years. I've always said no. You know, I'll come in, I'll do an event, but that's going to be it. I've always said no. Let me tell you why I said yes. Stefan's vision of where he wanted to take this company.
Right.
It is so clear and strong and wise, and the fact that he's been in your shoes and done what you've done and can also see the path from 5 billion to 20 billion. He can see India from whatever, 1.3, 1.4 billion.
Right.
He can see 5 billion as clear as day. He could see it. That inspired me. He didn't come in here to manage something. He took a very comfortable life and he put it on a shelf, and he was willing to experience a very uncomfortable life in order to be of service and to do something great. So not only Stefan, Rob Levy, and all the rest of the people in the corporate staff and your chairman, Michael Johnson, I'm proud to call them my friends, but I'm even prouder to be associated with somebody who has a vision this big. So you are in good hands. Do not sleep on this opportunity. The next 5 years are going to be spectacular for those who decide to be spectacular. Really.
Thank you so much.
All right, my turn?
So much confidence on us. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right, it's my
So
turn.
give a big hand to
Thank
Eric
you,
for
everybody.
amazing wisdom.
All right, Mr. Charanjit. You've been involved for 23 years, yeah?
23 years, yeah.
What attracted you to Herbalife at the very beginning? What was interesting for you?
Very beginning, when I see Herbalife opportunity, I just came here for some small extra income. I didn't have big vision. I didn't know anything about vision, company's future, my future, nothing. I just came for extra income so that I could, put my children to the best schools, and I could be a little bit easy in.
You had children at the time?
Yeah,
Wow.
2.
So how much were you hoping to earn?
I wanted to earn 4,000 to 5,000 rupees here because I was not able to put them in the best school. All the officers in Air Force, their children were studying there, and all the officers having car. I didn't have a dream of car. I just wanted to have some extra income. And this was my vision. And when I see my first success training seminar, and I saw people are earning 100,000 rupees also, so then my vision get open that I can also earn that 100,000 rupees from this company.
How long did it take before you realized that this could actually change your life? You're involved, maybe getting things going. When did it click and you said, you know what, this could be life-changing?
My first training, which was in Mumbai, and I saw the Herbalife people. First time, that was my first meeting of my life, and I saw people are earning about 70,000, 80,000 or 100,000 rupees. And that opened my vision because I was in job and my salary was 11,000 only. And I could make out that this salary will not reach to the big heights in my life. So I could see 100,000 rupees there. And after that, in the next training, I saw 200,000, then big, and then big, and then big. So my vision keep on getting open.
So seeing evidence, that really did it for you. Seeing other people actually having what you
Absolutely. Whenever I was in the event, I would see the bigger check, I got inspired, and I said, I can also have that check for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked yesterday and a couple days ago also about doing a 90-day run.
Yeah.
Did you ever do a 90-day run or something similar?
Yeah, I did my 90 days seriously, literally very seriously in 2018.
2018.
2018.
Is that your first one?
That was my first one.
Okay, wow.
So I was listening to Jim Rohn,
Yeah.
and he was focusing. I started listening Brian Tracy. He talked about 90 days. So actually, I was stuck in this business from last 5 years. 2011 to 2017, 6 years.
Okay.
There was no growth.
5 years later.
Wow.
It's not the 5 years, it's the 6 90-day runs that he's doing with his entire team. What Charanjit is saying is true. You all go home and as a nation decide you're gonna do a 90-day run, March, April, May, June, July, what you pick. What 3 months this year? You do that? Is it possible for India to grow 50% year over year? 100% in the next 12 months. But it's a matter of, it might just start with you doing a 90-day run by yourself, or a few leaders on your team doing a 90-day run to bring in a fresh team. But maybe, just maybe, you can inspire your entire organization to be able to do it with you. If you do it, it's a big, big result. So 1 a year is my recommendation. You become a legend if you do 1 a year. Work as hard as you can for 90 days straight, 1 time a year, and manage your team the rest of the time. It's a nice, easy lifestyle, and you can literally never stop growing. All right, so what is your vision for your personal business in the future? I mean, if you can see, what can you see 5 years from today, 10 years from today? What does it look like?
About my personal business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it, in your life, are you just on more stages?
Right.
Are you training? Are you an ambassador? Are you still building new lines? I mean, what does your future look like?
Right, fine. So the first thing is I never stop building new lines. I believe in first lines. I believe don't depend upon people, depend upon you, so that you can keep on creating new lines.
How often do you recruit?
Sorry?
How often do you recruit?
I recruit about 5 to 10 preferred customer in a month.
In a month, okay.
First line.
Uh-huh.
And 2 to 3 associate conversion. That's what I do.
Can I tell you, I'll confess something to all of you. The recruiting every day was never something I was comfortable doing when I was in the field. What I prefer is just put my head down and do nothing but recruit for like 30 days, see how many people I can bring in, and then work with them after that. And then prefer doing it in bunches.
Yeah.
You do it consistently.
I heard in your trainings, yeah.
Just every day, do it, in your daily method of operation.
Right.
Me, I did it in bursts. There's no right or wrong. I just kind of making that clear. So
since we keep on doing activity and there are a lot of queries come regarding weight loss. So in India, we don't recruit people for business. we recruit people for customer, as a
Yes,
customer.
yes.
So that queries keep on coming with our own activity, and we keep on registering them.
100%.
Yeah, so we don't so aggressive on 30 days, 30 recruitment.
So what is your vision when it comes to how many countries your organization is strong in 5 years from today, 10 years from today?
I don't know exactly the number. No, I only know that I'm getting...
Just vision, not reality.
Yeah.
Your vision, what can you see?
Right now, my customers are in 70 countries.
17?
70, yeah.
70.
70 countries. Yeah, I'm getting in dollars a good
Yeah.
income out of it.
How many countries would you say you have a strong business?
In which country?
Yeah. How many countries are you making at least 100,000 a year from that country?
Eric, to be very frank, personal, I don't want to work internationally. Reason being is we have big India, and we
So
got
more
mixed language.
focused India.
Yeah, only focus in India. That's why I'm making all my videos in Hindi, not in English, because
Fair.
I have huge number of people. I can spend life and we can grow like anything. So, and if I recruit people, then I have to travel, I have to change language. I cannot do training on Zoom in my language. So that's my personal.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What's your vision for Herbalife India? What can you see?
Herbalife India vision, I have a very big vision about India. The first thing is, what I think is, we are number one country, but we are, like Jim Rohn said, we are behind. We could do big, the kind of population we have. As yesterday and today, Rob also shared that we have got 1.1, volume point per person, per capita. So the Mexico has got 6. And I just heard from our chairman club that Poland or which country you said? Mongolia, it has got 20 volume point per capita. So if we heard about Mexico and we think India would go from 1.5 to 9, we are thinking small. We could go to 10, 20, or 30 per capita volume point. So India has got big scope. But
So if you go to 20 volume points per person, it's 20 billion.
It's in
yeah?
Mongolia. It's not that, the population is not that
No,
big.
but 20 billion
Twen-
here.
Sorry?
In 20 billion in India then, right?
Yes.
That's what it would turn into.
Yes, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. It is possible, because if we see somebody has done this is a world record. Why should we show the world record? We can have another world record.
Yeah.
We should just stick to that point only. The moment I saw people are earning 100,000, I said, well, I can earn 100,000. I didn't thought about 500,000.
Yes.
So we can think big and beyond, because we got the strong leadership. I travel around the world. I am giving training. Fortunately, company is giving me the opportunity to train many countries. I never seen the leadership like this. I never seen. Let me
Give
share
yourselves a round of applause. Come on, leaders.
practically.
Let's go.
Practically, Eric, when I went to some of the countries and I said, how many president team you have in your country and how many chairman club do you have in your countries? And I found they are even 50% of my organization, the entire country. Our one leader is bigger than five countries. If they really come up the way we are doing right now, we can break all the record of history, and we can do. See, if I see the chairman club, yeah, I can, with my personal opinion, we will be having at least 15 more chairman club in next 3 years. And I can see 5 to 6 from my organization in next three years. So we're going to have a lot of chairman club here, right? So this is beyond imagination. So we can, what I thought is in 10 to 15 years, we'll have extravaganza of president team with 20,000 president team. 15 years. Because right now we cannot see, but it suddenly go like this.
Yep.
Always, My first 10-year volume point was, I reached to 1 million volume point in 10 years. Next 16 years, I reached to 20 million. So that time I could not guess. I could only guess it will be double. It will be triple. But in next 16 years, from 1 million to 20 million, India can grow anywhere.
So let me put it this way, and I can see that too. I love the stat. I hadn't heard that before. So 1.1 volume points per person
Per
in
person.
India?
Per person in India, 6 in Mexico.
So if you were able to go, let's say, if you went to Mexico numbers, you'd be talking around about $7 billion
Yeah,
a year.
$8 billion.
$8
billion
billion?
volume point, yeah.
8 billion volume points
Yeah.
in India. How fast do you think it's possible that could happen?
See,
Let's say from 1 to 6.
so what I see is, with the present situation, we cannot predict future. Future can be bigger than anything.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So maybe right now we are growing 2 million, 3 million a month. But I'm saying we will be doing 1 billion in a month.
Yeah.
But right now, the present situation, we should not predict the future, but it will go beyond imagination. But you are saying that
Yes.
when it will happen. I can see India to the 2 billion within this year.
Yep.
Within this year, before ending of this year, right? And maybe 10 billion, it will take another 3 years.
Yep. So what has to change? This is the room that's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
What has to change for the company growth to go from like here to here?
Right.
What has to change? What do they have to do differently?
The first foremost thing which is required is we need to develop more leaders. Because the volume point, we are talking about volume point, but leadership has to grow. Because if only the volume point grows, the volume point will come down. And we are talking about the growth of volume point. So the first more thing is we need to have more leadership trainings in organizations and from the corporate also. The second thing is we have to be ethically strong. Because if the ethics are a little bit here, there, then the future is not that crazy growing. So we have to be more strong on all the ethical parameters from the company and we have to shift from fast growth to sustainable growth. Because sustainable is more important if we talk about 5 year and from 1 billion to 2 billion to 5 billion, the sustainability is the most important. The fast growth will happen, there is no doubt on it. And the last thing is we have to be digitally strong, like AI is coming, technology is coming, so India has to come up with these new apps, like protocol is coming. So the technology is also required. And from corporate side, I cannot say they need to have increased the infrastructure, the product manufacturing, so supply chain, and they have to be very strong on this, because if we're doing 1.2 billion and things are a little bit shaky, what will happen to 2 billion and 5 billion?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask this question. You talked about sustainability, because I think it's important. When you're growing, you're not always growing stable. Because if you can grow and be stable, that's the magical kind of formula. Be able to have growth and a reasonable stability. There's going to be some volatility when you're growing anytime. But how important is paying attention to the number of active supervisors in your pay line? Growing the number of active supervisors that are qualified on your team on a month-over-month basis. How important is that?
See, what I think is the supervisor is the first level of leadership. Because these people start recruiting, start making organization, customers, distributors, and they make people grow. If they are not active, if they are not producing, we can have thousands of supervisors, we will not grow, we'll never grow. So we need two things for sustainability. One is productivity of a supervisor, and second one is activity of supervisor. How many zero we have out of 10? Because if our zero is more, it means we are not doing the right way of business. We are just recruiting people, not taking care, not maybe overcommitment, showing something very big which is not in Herbalife, something like that. So the sustainability, if we don't do it, it is leakage. We are pouring the water, it's getting leakage. We are pouring the water, it is leakage. So we will not grow. So we have to take care of activity and productivity, and then only we can think about the active supervisors that will start happening.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
I have 3 more questions for you. One is, many people here, including yourself, have a good portion of their people, utilizing the club model
Yeah.
in order to be able to create more volume, in order to be able to create more sales. Do you think it's important to grow the number of clubs in India? Do you think it's important to increase the productivity of each club, or is it both?
Right. The first thing is, the best part is I found only India is the only country which is majorly recruiting people through customers. So our entire entry window of the business of India is customers. So if we have more customers, then we have more recruitment. Because as you said, customer is not recruitment. So we recruit more members, more business building people. So of course, we need both. We need to increase the number of nutrition clubs and the number of people in it. Because if somebody is recruiting 5 customers or 10 customers, he cannot have one business builder out of it. Because in the ratio of customers, the business builder or the associate, we call it, is very less. So if somebody is having 10 customers, it's difficult to get one distributor. But somebody is having 20, 30, it's possibility that 2, 3 good business builder he can get out of it. So we need the number of customers and of course the number of clubs also.
Yeah, so I guess maybe a more specific question. If somebody has 100 clubs in their organization,
Right.
for the next 12 months, would it be a good target to double that number, go from 100 to 200?
Of course.
I mean, is that a goal as far as, growing not just the distributors, not just active supervisors, but actual locations?
That will give you a big boost. Reason being is I can take care of 20 customers, 100 customers in my club.
Like when you did your 90-day run,
Yeah.
were you opening up a lot of clubs?
No, I was not opening the club. I had an organization, I just wanted to focus on that. My 90 days plan was a little bit different.
Got it.
So I was not recruiting, I had a people, but
Yep.
I was working with them.
You were just
In
going
a depth,
hard,
yeah.
hard with your existing team
Absolutely.
to maximize their productivity.
Yes.
Okay. All right, 2 more questions. One is, what's one thing you learned from Mark Hughes that changed your life?
One quote of Mark Hughes always inspired me and motivate me and to give me power, that our success is limited with our own imaginations and with our own hard work. It's not, we have the vision we have, the capability we think that we have. We are beyond capabilities. Impossible was not the word which came into the world. It is somebody has put it impossible. Everything is possible here. So that's what we should, if we think we can do this, we can do this. If we take a train or a flight and we say we have to go to Japan, that flight will not take to US. It will only land you in the Japan. If we think about US, it will take, so our imaginations, we should increase all the time and think big and beyond.
Love it. What's something you wish the world would understand about Herbalife?
Okay, fine. So first of all, the world's initially in 2000 to 2010, Herbalife was known as a MLM company, direct selling company. And we leadership, we didn't want that. We all decided that Herbalife should be known as the #1 nutrition, premier nutrition company in the world. And that's what we did it. Even in the entire 94 countries, there's a word member. We Indian leadership said we will not have member word because that relate to MLM. So we will have associate. So only in India, we call it associate. So what I want to, the world should know Herbalife is like not only a weight loss company, not only a physical health company. Our people are giving nutrition club. We are giving mental health. If we ask our nutrition club customer, they said our family relationship is improved with this. Our mindset is happy. Our stress level has been decreased. So we are not only a company for weight loss, but we are physically, mentally. Second thing is above average income. Our leadership, no company in the world, because you already know, give this kind of income. And no company in the world which give this type of leadership, the personal development, the humbles. The more they earn, we are earning, we are more humble. We are more strong, we are more wiser. So I don't think any company in the world which gives this personal development to become the best version of yourself, the best human being. That's what is Herbalife. And Of course, the business is a family business. Many companies, they don't promote that family. We all are family. We live in family. Our children are coming into this business. It's a generation business, right? It's beyond imagination. And I always think that there are billions of people around the world, but I don't know that God has given me the best life, which I'm living in Herbalife. Mentally, physically, spiritually, leadership, personal growth, financially, everything. That's what is Herbalife.
Charanjit, give him a big round of applause, everybody. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna transition and start to do some questions and answers. So, but before we do that, everybody, why don't you stand up? Let's just stretch. We need some YMCA music on. Move our bodies a little bit. And I'll let you know while that's coming up. There's a microphone up here in front. There's another one up here in front. Where's the microphone back there? Trying to see where it is. And there's a microphone back there somewhere. Little more energy. Go ahead and take your seats. Now, if you have a leadership question, we are here to answer your questions. So those of you on this side, if you line up at that microphone right up front. There's another microphone over here. You can line up right behind that microphone. We'll call on you. I can't see where the microphone, there's the microphone back there. And we got the microphone back here. So are you ready to ask a question, sir? All right, go ahead. You're up.
हेलो मेरा नाम भरत है और मेरा सवाल ये है कि एज अ मिलियनियर टीम मेंबर जो हमारी इनकम है उसका कितना परसेंटेज इवेंट के अंदर इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए?
You're going to have to help me.
So, okay, fine. So, कितना बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए आपको वापस? ये आपकी मर्जी है कितना इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. Okay. Normally, investment in business क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग? Normally, we can give events to our organization, right? And it's personalized. इसमें कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है. Normally हम लोग बोलते हैं जैसे मैं गेट टीम था तो मेरे को 80,000 आता था तो मैं 80 का 80 डाल देता था. मेरी बीवी मेरे को पूछती थी किधर है हर्बल लाइफ वाला पैसा, तो मैं बोलता था जिस दिन 10 लाख आएगा तो उस दिन दूंगा. ओके और जिस दिन 10 लाख आया तब मैंने देना शुरू किया उसको. राइट. इट्स अप टू अस कि कितना आपको डालना है. आपको कोई टीम को थोड़ा मोटा कोई छोटा मोटा वेकेशन प्रमोशन गिफ्ट्स कस्टमर गिफ्ट्स और जो भी आप करना चाहते हैं आपका लाइफस्टाइल डे आपकी पर्सनल मीटिंग कॉफ़ी मीटिंग्स उस पर आप जितना भी इन्वेस्ट करें ऐसा कुछ फिक्स अमाउंट नहीं होता है. आई होप मेरे आंसर से आपको पता चल गया होगा क्या करना चाहिए. राइट. थैंक यू.
So is this a question
he
about
said, he said I'm a millionaire team and how much money I should reinvest in the business. That's what this question was.
I'll answer that generally. The smaller your business, the higher the percent. If at the very highest level, it should be minimum 10% at the very highest level. Investing back into your business, back into growth, promotions, etc., travel, helping different things happen, 10%. But I'll answer this a different way. There's a friend of mine who created the Quest Nutrition. Have you ever seen Quest bars and Quest things? It was a big global brand. He sold that business for $1 billion, okay? I had him at one of my mastermind events, and I asked him, if you were a distributor and you were building your business, how much would you invest back into the growth of your business? You know what his answer was? 100%.
100%, right.
I would invest everything back in. So if it depends on how ambitious you are, and it depends on how big you want to grow. If you have a small business, it's a bigger percentage invest into growth.
Right.
As it gets bigger, it can become a smaller percentage, but it's an important concept, top to bottom.
Right. And out of all the president team member, how many of you were investing 100% when you were GET team member? Raise your hands. You were putting all the money into the business when you were global expansion team or GET to 5. Almost 80-90%. We were putting all the money, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
You, sir.
नमस्कार सर। ये ट्रेनिंग हम काफ़ी टाइम से ले रहे हैं, 90 डेज़ ट्रेनिंग, राइट? आपने बताया कि 2018-17 में आपने फर्स्ट टाइम 90 डे ट्रेनिंग किया, और लगातार बहुत सारा ट्रेनिंग्स हम अटेंड करते भी हैं, बट 90 डे ट्रेनिंग्स का लिया और अगले दिन से शुरू करा कुछ, तो एग्जैक्टली बिकॉज देयर आर सो मेनी लीडर्स, सबका अलग अलग 4000 रॉयल्टी, 6000 रॉयल्टी, 10,000 रॉयल्टी। तो अभी इरिक जी ने कहा कि उनके पास कोई लीडर है जो 40,000 लोगों के साथ 90 डे प्लान कर रहा है। तो कभी कभार जब हम 90 डे प्लान बनाते हैं तो सोचते हैं कि मेरा 90 डे प्लान है या मेरी टीम का 90 डे प्लान है या क्या क्या चीज़ें। तो एक आइडियल 90 डे प्लान क्या होना चाहिए बेसिकली, कि उस आइडियल डे 90 प्लान के अंदर किस तरह से फोकस करें अपने पर्सनल चीज़ों को लेकर के या टीम की चीज़ों को लेकर के, क्योंकि वो आइडियल सिचुएशन तैयार नहीं हो पाती। और मैं 100% कह सकता हूँ कि जितने भी लोग बैठे हैं, अगर कल से अगर इन्होंने 90 डे प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किया तो ये कर पाएंगे। अगर इन्होंने सोचा कि अगले हफ्ते कर पाएंगे, तो इवेंट्स की एनर्जी 24-48 घंटे ही काम करती है, उसके बाद नहीं करती है काम। तो बेसिकली वो 90 डेज़ का वो आइडियल पैरामीटर वो हो नहीं पाता अपने लिए, टीम के लिए, वो सब चीज़ों के लिए। और फिर क्या होता है, फिर वो लाइफ रूटीन की तरह से चलने लगती है जस्ट लाइक। तो एक आइडियल 90 डे प्लान कैसे होना चाहिए और कैसे हम उसको मेज़र भी कर सकते हैं, अगर इसके लिए कुछ आप दे सकते हैं तो।
Okay, I'll give you a first answer, then you can answer as well. Is there a place for you to do a 90-day run working with your existing team? Sure. Is it as powerful as you bringing in a fresh group of people? No, it's not as powerful. We can trick ourselves into thinking how needed we are in our organizations, and we're just providing more and more and more support, when you need to bring in some fresh people, some excited new people, some focused new energy type people. So in my opinion, the best 90-day plan is a plan designed around income producing activity that you are taking with prospects, that you are bringing in the class of 2026. You are finding the future president's team that are joining your business on very first day. You're bringing in tons of customers. You're helping tons of people upgrade to distributor. You're helping people rank advance. You're helping people qualify for Herbalife Premier League. It's just happening everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. If you want to inspire your existing team, build a new team and show the existing team how excited that they can be based upon the example of what you're doing. So that's, in my opinion, the best. Now, I will tell you, I've had, most of the time when I've done a 90-day run, in my career in the field, I probably did 7 or 8 of them total in the field myself. And it was always just me. I just had to decide I'm going to go do it. Absolutely. It was kind of lonely. I did it by myself because I'd go tell my team, come do it with me, come do it with me. And they'd last for 5 days And then I was marching by myself again. You know, they last for 2 weeks and I'm marching by myself again. But it was fine because what I did by myself changed my whole business, changed my whole career. I made all the money after everything was great. Now, in recent years, there's been some people like the gentleman I just mentioned that has 40,000 people. He figured out a way. Our job as leaders is to get people to do more than they were going to do. If they were going to do nothing, get them to do something. Going to get them to work 1 hour, get them to work 2 hours. They were going to work 4, get them to work 6. All a 90-day run is an excuse for people to do more of what they should be doing. And what he figured out, and many others have figured out now, is how to inspire the team to come together and do more than they were going to do. If they're part-time, then they work this many hours. If they're full-time, they work this many hours. But they have the support and the camaraderie in order to be able to do it. And he lets them know up front, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. You need to be strong in order to be able to do it. And he also lets people fade if they feel like they need to without fear of embarrassment or being ridiculed. You know, if they started with good intentions and then they fade, he doesn't make them feel so bad that they want to quit the business. They just step into a different level, and he works with the people that are doing the 90-day run. So if you can leverage it, leverage it. If you only do it by yourself, do it by yourself. The third element, which can still work, is you go 90 days as hard as you can with your existing team. But that's a different type of run, just so you understand. You're trying to maximize the resources that you have on the team versus bring in some fresh new lines. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Anything you'd add?
Yeah, I would like to add. Arun ji, 90 days को आप अलग-अलग लीडर से अलग-अलग सुनोगे. कोई बोलता है एक दिन का काम 90 दिन करो. That is 90 days, right? But what I feel is, और पूरा दिन करना क्या है? वो भी तो क्वेश्चन है ना सारा दिन. तो my is, first of all, you should know what I want to achieve. What is my goal? इसके लिए 90 days बनना है. Number 1. Number 2, think about 20 strategies कि इसके लिए मैं क्या-क्या कर सकता हूँ. If I said मुझे 60K जाना है, 10K रॉयल्टी बढ़ानी है, so I'll say मुझे न्यूट्रिशन क्लब में कस्टमर्स और बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे, मुझे कोच कन्वर्जन के ऊपर एक्स्ट्रा ट्रेनिंग देनी पड़ेगी, मेरे सुपरवाइजर की एक्टिविटी और स्किल्स बढ़ानी पड़ेंगी, मुझे सुबह थोड़ा जल्दी उठना पड़ेगा, मुझे अपनी हेल्थ का भी ध्यान रखना है उसका. So 20 strategies for the personal strategies to increase the RO. Now you will make यार इनमें से कौन सा काम मुझे डेली कब क्या-क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली वो बनेगा. बट वही है कि 90 दिन मतलब एक दिन छुट्टी नहीं, वो 90 दिन ही होना चाहिए. एंड इट इज़ नॉट के रॉयल्टी बढ़ाने के लिए क्या-क्या करना चाहिए. नो, रॉयल्टी बढ़ाने के लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मेरी सिचुएशंस, मेरी सर्कमस्टांसेस, मेरी. सो दिस इज आई एम गिविंग, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड नो व्हाई आई एम मेकिंग 90 days, व्हाट इज माय गोल, व्हाट आर द स्ट्रैटेजीज, एंड हाउ आई कैन इम्प्लीमेंट डेली बेसिस. दैट्स ऑल. Thank you.
For me, it's income-producing activity only.
Yeah.
Only. If it's not income-producing activity, don't do it. Only income-producing activity, and that at scale. And you'll realize when you do, like when I was doing 16 hours a day for my 90-day run. When you only do income-producing activity for 16 hours, you can't make any lists. You can't do any studying. You can't talk to each other about how excited you are. You got to be talking to prospects. You got to be getting in front of prospects. You got to be like following up with prospects. I mean, you wear your voice out. You realize how little you're doing in between these different types of things. We do have a mic here if anybody wants to step up on this side, but we'll go back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. मेरा नाम विजय डाबर है और लास्ट मास्टरमाइंड क्लास में मैं था और वहाँ पर कुछ डिस्कशन था कि न्यू सिटी खोलने के लिए, जिसके लिए मैंने बहुत हिम्मत मारी और 5 का टारगेट लिया था. तो मैं 3 में ही रेगुलर कर पाया और फिर उसके बाद धीरे धीरे जैसे 90 डेज़ प्लान का था वो धीरे धीरे कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाया. तो जब भी हम ट्रेनिंग में आते हैं, ट्रेनिंग में आने के बाद एकदम से माइंड में क्लियर हो जाता है कि हाँ मैं ये कर लूँगा. लेकिन जैसा कि अरुण सर ने बोला कि भाई बीच बीच में वो ब्रेक मार जाता है, तो भाई मैं तो कर लूँगा, मुझे तो करना ही करना है, क्योंकि मेरे पास ब्रेड एंड बटर सिर्फ हर्बल लाइफ ही है। लेकिन नेक्स्ट पर्सन को तैयार करने के लिए जो मैं बार बार प्रयास करता हूँ, उसको कहीं ना कहीं पता नहीं, या तो विजन दिखा नहीं पा रहा हूँ या क्या चीज़ चैलेंजेस आ रहा है। एक तो ये, दूसरा नंबर, मैं कई जगह इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा था, गलती कर रहा था, वो मेरा इस ट्रेनिंग में क्लियर हो गया। मैं रियल एस्टेट में भी पैसा लगा रहा हूँ, शेयर मार्केट में भी लगा रहा हूँ, अपनी तरफ से दिमाग लगा रहा हूँ, भाई पैसा करना क्या, क्योंकि वो चीज़ नहीं। लेकिन री इन्वेस्ट करना आज मैंने को क्लियर हो गया कि बिजनेस के अंदर ही री इन्वेस्ट होगा और ये मल्टीप्लाई होकर के आएगा, क्योंकि ये मेरा बिजनेस है, मेरा पर्सनल बिजनेस है। तो ये अगर मैंने अपने प्रोडक्ट पे पैसा लगाया और मैंने उस चीज़ के लिए प्रमोट किया, या वेकेशन या जो भी जैसे प्रमोशंस हमारे यहाँ पर अभी पता लगा है, तो उसके हिसाब से री इन्वेस्ट करके मतलब 1000 गुना फालतू आ सकता है। क्योंकि बार बार री इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात हो रही थी। और पहले ये था कि हम लोगों को ये खाना, सिर्फ खाने की बात करते थे, बीच में बिजनेस की बात करने लग गए, बीच में वो क्या कहते हैं, रिक्रूटमेंट कर रहे हैं। लेकिन अभी जो लेटेस्ट में आया कंज्यूमर बनाने वाला, तो कंज्यूमर में क्या है कि व्यक्ति हमारे पास कुछ देर तो रुक जाता है, लेकिन फिर कुछ टाइम बाद उसका माइंड शिफ्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है। अच्छा वाला व्यक्ति खा रहा है, रिजल्ट आ रहा है, सब चीज़ें हो रही है, लेकिन फिर माइंड शिफ्ट हो रहा है। तो समथिंग इज, मतलब कि कुछ चेंज करने की ज़रूरत है। वो नहीं क्लियर हो पा रहा कि क्या हम उसके माइंड में डालें जिससे वो हमारे साथ ही होल्ड करे और उसी चीज़ को लेकर के हम आगे चले। पॉइंट तो मेरे पास और भी बहुत सारे हैं, लेकिन फिलहाल अभी इसी का ही जवाब दे देते हैं। धन्यवाद।
I know, yes. So we enjoyed the seminar. I'm just teasing. Do you have any question, or are you just excited?
नहीं, एक्साइटेड नहीं, मेरे पास बहुत सारे प्रश्न हैं, क्योंकि प्रश्न तो जो है कि मैं कर तो मैं सारे लूंगा, लेकिन थोड़ा अगर आंसर मिल जाएगा तो मैं फास्ट करूंगा।
डाबर जी, स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन जो है आपका ना, एक आपका क्वेश्चन मेरे को समझ में आया कि कस्टमर छोड़ जाते हैं, ये कह रहे हैं ना, वो आगे नहीं बन पाते हैं। दैट्स व्हाट योर क्वेश्चन?
नहीं चरणजीत जी, मेन है कि बनते जाते ने, छोड़ जाते ने, वो तो अलग चीज होगी। अगर 90 डेज ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਂ ਤੇ 90 डेज ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲਗਭਗ 30-35 ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ,
ਅੱਛਾ, ਜਦ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ।
गुड। मैं क्या करता हूँ, हमेशा मैं बताता हूँ आपको, अर्ली मॉर्निंग आप डेली सम पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट, सम जिम रॉन, सम मार्क्यूज, सम गुड स्पीकर सुनोगे तो डेली मोटिवेशन, डेली माइंडसेट स्ट्रांग होएगा पूरे दिन को चलाने के लिए। वो डेली करना पड़ेगा ना। इफ यू से कि वो ब्रेक हो जाता है, उसी के लिए आपको स्ट्रांग माइंडसेट बनाना। माइंडसेट इज सेटिंग ऑफ माइंड, कि ये चौथे दिन ढीला नहीं पड़े, 10वें दिन ढीला नहीं पड़े, उसके ऊपर आप ही को काम करना है और कोई नहीं कर सकता इसके ऊपर। राइट, यू हैव टू फाइट, अपने साथ लड़ाई करनी है।
Let me give you one additional thing. I just held I did a mastermind event, kind of a global mastermind event in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. Had top leaders from around the world. And we were talking about, have you ever noticed that when you decide you want to do something, the moment you decide you want to go to the next level, that the universe tests you? You ever notice that? Like as soon as you want to change your life, okay, I'm going to change, I'm going to go do this thing. As soon as that happens, it seems like the storms come in your life, and the winds come, and every distraction in the world, and family distraction, and health distractions, and all different types of things, friendship distractions. There's something that happens with certain leaders, and the way we described it at this mastermind is it's when a leader gets locked in.
Right.
They're locked in, right? They're the lighthouse. Boom, they're locked in. They're not movable anymore.
Right.
It's not will they or won't they. It's done.
It has to be, yeah.
It's going to be. It must be.
Right.
They locked in. And here's what happens. If you go home and you lock in, unmovable, nobody can negotiate with you. Nobody can shake you. Nobody can move you. Once that happens, guess what? The storms won't come the same. The distractions won't show up the same because they know it won't work. They'll try some wind and they'll go, oh, that's a waste of time. They'll try some rain. Oh, that's a waste of time. And your friends and everybody around you will not try to distract you from your purpose. But in order to get there, you have to lock in. So everybody in this room, you lock into who and what you're meant to be. The world stops trying to influence you, and they start being influenced by you. Does that make sense? All right, my brother. Let's go back here.
नमस्कार सर, मेरा नाम जय कृष्ण कुमार है और बिहार से हूँ मैं सर। और ये समझ में नहीं आया, मतलब क्लियर नहीं हो पाया कि जैसे गेट टीम बनने के बाद खास करके लोग अपना मर्जी से काम करते हैं, हम तो मिल करके काम करते हैं वहाँ तक, और वो सुनते नहीं तो वो नुकसान करते रहते हैं और हम देखते रह जाते हैं। उसको कब मतलब कैसे किस टाइप से उसको केयर किया जाए, क्योंकि वो नुकसान कर रहा होता, हम आँखों से देख रहे होते हैं कि ये मेरा मेहनत किया हुआ है, तो उसको कैसे कब कंट्रोल किया जाए ये। और
Real talk.
ट्रेनिंग जो है फ्री करना चाहिए कि नहीं?
Real talk. Here we go. So, what do you
Okay,
think?
I'll say. The first of all, आपका क्या नाम है?
जय कृष्ण कुमार सर, बिहार
जय
से।
कृष्ण कुमार जी, first of all, you cannot change anyone in this world. नहीं बदल सकते हैं, ओके? कोशिश भी मत करिए, क्योंकि शादी को 20 साल हो गए, बीवी वैसे आज भी वैसे ही है, ठीक है? So you cannot change anyone. The first thing. Second thing is, in my knowledge, आप उनको इंस्पायर कर सकते हैं, आप उनको फ्यूचर दिखा सकते हैं, आप उनको मोटिवेट कर सकते हैं, आप उनको हैप्पी एडवाइस कर सकते हैं और उसकी हालात में छोड़ सकते हैं। डिसीजन उसको लेना है, आप अपना नया रिक्रूटमेंट पे लग जाइए।
Thank you so much, sir.
I'll give you one more answer to this. Ready? Be so good that people will listen to you. Be so good that nobody's going to argue with you. Be so good that people go, I don't want to make them mad because I'm going to make more money if they'll let me be around them for a little bit longer. Be so powerful in your conviction. And you can start early. You don't need to make money to be powerful. You don't need to be a high pin in order to be certain and strong. What I had a mentor tell me, your job is to get people to go, you know what? I think if I get around this person, I'm going to make more money. So I wanted people to want to be around me, and in order to be able to spend more time with me, they needed to listen. Right? So that was the price of admission. And they knew if they didn't listen, they weren't going to be able to spend more time with me because I'm going this way. So Steve Martin said, his advice to actors and comedians, be so good they can't ignore you. I would say be so good that they'll listen and they'll follow and they'll get the results that they're looking for. Okay, let's come up here.
Thank you, sir. This is Sudarshan. You explained star leadership in the world do this, that is learn less and study more. How can we apply in this Herbalife opportunity? That's my question.
How can you apply that? What?
How we can apply in this Herbalife opportunity, this philosophy?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to become a better presenter, okay? Presentation by itself is one of the key metrics in our business. The number of high-quality presenters you have on your team is going to be directly proportionate to the leadership and growth and royalties that you're going to be earning in the future. So, if you want to become a great presenter, I'll tell you what I did. This is an example. I could read 1 million books, or I could I found my first book on how to give a quality presentation, okay? Read that book. And one part of the book said you need to pay attention to the tone of your voice. If you have a lower voice, you command more authority. If you have a higher voice, you're not as strong. Right? So I purposely lowered my voice. If you listen to my voice earlier in my life, it was much higher.
Right.
I brought it down. I studied, I practiced. I studied, I didn't need to read another book about tonality. I got that point, and now I studied until I had it. Then they said, sometimes you need to talk fast, and you need to have energy, and you need to go here, 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 here. And sometimes you need to go slow, and you need to pause, and you need to let things sink in for dramatic effect. Sometimes you need to move your hands, sometimes you need to walk, sometimes you need to make eye contact. Amateurs only look at the front row, professionals look at the back row when it comes to presentation. If you look at a great presenter, how many of you have felt like I made eye contact with you at some point while I was on this stage over the course of these 2 days? Why? Because I'm trying. I'm literally trying to make eye contact. That was something that I studied. So whether it's conversation or presentation, how many things could you study to become a great presenter? How can you give a high quality introduction? How can you open up a Zoom effectively that engages people and causes them to stay till the end of your Zoom? How do you hold somebody's interest? Do you know why I come off stage sometimes? Because I see the audience starting to drift. If it's like after lunch, so if I come out to the audience, I put my hand on somebody's shoulder, it wakes the entire room up. So all of this is not just style, it's practice, it's study, right? So you can study finding prospects. You can study using social media tactics to find unlimited prospects to be able to talk to. And then you could teach that to somebody else. You don't need to read 500 books. You need to get something to go practice, go study that, get it down, get the next thing, get it down, get the next thing, get it down. So whether it's presentation, finding prospects, solving problems, being an effective leader, here's what I would encourage you to do. Go learn, go get a book, learn how to deal with problem children in your organization as a leader. Now go apply it to the biggest problem child you have and see how you do. So that's what I mean by study. Take the concept that is going to serve your business, find the books or courses or seminars that will help you solve that problem. Instead of having 800 books in your library and you're not doing anything that some of those books said, find a problem you want to solve and let the personal development assist you in becoming a master at that particular discipline. Does that help?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're very welcome, very welcome. Do you want anything to add?
Thank you.
Okay, let's come over here.
Hello. So first of all, thank you. Very valuable part. I love it. Actually, I love the whole event, and I think it's a really strong event. So my question is regarding to, it's okay. My question is regarding the 90 days plan. So I saw your last event and I decided to do with my team together 90 days. I did 2 in my years, and I did a few that I started and stopped and started and stopped and started.
Yep, normal.
So I understood that if I will do it with my team, it will help most of the people continue, okay, and do it together. So my question is, we started the preparation now, we're preparing the people. I have 2 questions regarding to this. The first thing is, I kind of don't want everyone joining in, because I don't want big amount of people start and then quit, and then it will reduce the energy. So this is the first thing. The second thing is, do you recommend to do, you said only business building activity, but do you think it's also valuable to do something that we do together, either it's like personal development, or either it's taking your personal result to the next level during these 90 days?
As a general rule, I like keeping it income-producing activity, as a general rule, because people can get stuck in, they'll turn their 90-day plan into a fitness challenge. Well, I'm glad you're fit, I'm glad you're healthy, but we want to grow your business. That's what we want to do. So they'll use that distraction to just go in the gym like crazy for 90 straight days and avoid talking to people. Same thing's true with personal development. So you could have a daily checkup for 5 or 10 minutes, like a daily Zoom for 10 minutes to start everybody's day, and give them a couple quick little personal development ideas and say, okay, go to work, fine. You've got a couple choices on how to do a group 90-day run. One is welcome everybody in and let them pick their level. Okay? Their level might just be they're going to do something every day, a little bit something. There might be 1 hour. Think about it in terms of time. Are you willing to commit at least 1 hour a day? Then come on into our 90-day run. If you want to do 2, great. 3, 5, 10, 15.
But this will not create distraction? Like if you have people...
I don't think so. I mean, there's a couple ways you can go. One is let everybody come in. Our job is to help encourage people to do more than they were going to do. Okay? We just want them to do more than they were going to do. Great. We'll get as many people as we can to do that. That's one approach. Everybody's welcome. If you want to really go after it, go crazy. If you're going to just do a little bit more, do a little bit more. We're going to celebrate everybody. Okay? It's about consistency. The second one is I'm putting together a special group of people. We're going to go really hard. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to kick some ass. We're going to go after it. If you want to really go after it, you're ready to change your life, this is the 90 days for you. Not for everybody. Everybody else, just enjoy your time. Enjoy yourself, and we'll check in with you from time to time. But this little special forces group, we're going to go smash it.
Because we're also thinking, if to do it once a year, you want to create something like special, that people, if not this year, next year it will grow, and the next year it will grow.
So it's either open it to everybody, or special, or you can open up to everybody, but still treat those serious people special. Because people are going to rise and fall inside of it. Some are going to start with a little bit, and they're going to get some encouragement, and they're going to go after it. Others are going to start up here, they're going to go all in, and they slowly fade. The real tip is don't make somebody feel like a failure if they don't finish the run the first time they try it. Just love on them, let them know it's okay. This wasn't the time to finish it right now. Not everybody finishes right away. You took a step, I'm proud of you. You're farther ahead than you were going to be. You know what I mean? You just don't want to blow them out because they're like, oh, I guess I'm a failure. I guess I'm out of here, You don't want to blow them out. Charanjit, your thoughts?
No, I agree with you that 90 days is income-producing activities only. But somehow I feel like I have to be ready for 16-hour work. Mm-hmm. And I want my mind should be powerful. Mm-hmm. So I can get up early in the morning in my 90 days plan, 4:30, I can do my meditation. That can be a part of, because I have to do whole chaos of 16 hours with different type of people, right? I'm 50 plus, and I have to include my exercise. Otherwise, I will not be survive after 20 days. So I can include, but that should be an early rising activity, and then you can continue the income-producing activity. That's a little bit personalized, you can do it.
And if you're disciplined, then fine, you can incorporate that. But most people aren't, and they'll use any excuse not to talk to people. Any excuse. If you give them the excuse, they'll take it. They'll take all day making lists. They'll take all day watching YouTube videos. They'll take all day working out in the gym and fooling themselves that they're actually moving their business forward. If you need to reset your body and reset your mind and reset your spirit, and you can do it and then focus on the income-producing activity, wonderful. That's the goal. I just don't want people to get distracted.
The idea was like, I don't know if you have people in other companies that do it. Okay, the idea was like to do maybe like you said, like 20 minutes personal development, gym, whatever, in the morning. 1 hour or 45 minutes of working out. So people, they do it in groups or they do it in Zoom or whatever, because we have the clubs of some people. And then all the business building activity, do it together, either in the clubs, outside, social media, all together.
Yeah. Here's what I would tell you. Test it.
So you don't, okay.
Test it. It won't take long. You'll figure it out fast. And if that's taking people are like, well, you know, I spent 45 minutes in my workout and I had to take a shower and I had to go to the workout place. We were going to meet in the park and I needed to do my 20 minutes of this and I needed to, you know, you can't expect me to go all day. You know, that already took me 2 hours. For me, I'm the king of procrastination. The king. I can, if there's something to take me off task, I will find it. I'm the king. So I have to be careful. So for me, I wasn't able, and don't let my lack of discipline affect your whole team, but because I wasn't able to focus, I needed to take all other options away and only talk to people. That was, you know, for me to be productive, right? But test it, you'll figure it out quick. All right, let's go back here.
Hi, Eric.
You can give a big hand, right? Amazing.
Hi, my name is Sahil Sharma. I'm a Millennium Team 75 and a member from Ludhiana, Punjab. And the question might sound a bit superfluous, but I think there's an indispensable part we're not touching here. So how Charanjit sir started by, sir, first of all, you are a great mentor. Thank you so much for being here. How he started that he was stuck for a few years, and then he just decided that I'm not going to be the same person anymore. I have to move up and I have to just change things around. And we had Rodika explain beautifully in the morning about people with different mindsets, 3 mindsets. So as how you just said, someone's doing 40K, 90 run, you know. There's people who were not victim. They moved down from conqueror to survivor and then victim. How do we take them all along in that 90-day plan? Because I don't want to lose anyone. I think retention probably is the best thing to do. So how do you actually, and Charanjit sir, for you, the question is, how did you get that spark all of a sudden that I am going to be a different person from January 1st of that year? And you were not doing that for 6 years. So what actually, what did you feel about it? And how do you do that yourself? Because when I see you, and whenever there's a corporate event, and when you close the event, you actually conclude everything, you energize us, and you just give us the boost that we carry on with us. So how do you manage taking all 3 mindsets along and being consistent with that in the 90-day run, and also getting all people to do it properly? How do you do that?
The first thing is, what I believe is I can get work from myself, and I cannot guarantee that my downline will work. And you cannot get work from them. It's their wish, their why, their goal, their interest. But I can take guarantee of myself that I will continue this, right? It's all about how hungry you are. The 90 days plan is all about how hungry you are, how dedicated you are, and how strong mindset you made that I'm not going to stop. As Eric said, you have to lock it. And when I start my 90 days started, and again going to start, I had to sit with my family. And I said, next 90 days, I'm not available. Next 90 days, I'm nowhere at all, right? Next 90 days, mine. So 24/7, I will work. So now you said the victim and these people, right? Your job is, if you are really strong belief of your 90 days plan, you can get your team together and then announce, that this is going to happen. These are the results. It's not sure that everybody will do it, but some of them will do it. That's what I believe it, right? And everybody is not going to get, as I learned that if you want to become very successful in Herbalife, you don't need to work with 43 people. You just need to work for 4 or 5 people. And it feeds 4 or 5 people will make you chairman club even, right? Even entire president team members sitting here, even if they have 20 line or 30 line, the major business is from 4 to 5, 3 to 4 people, right? So they will automatically start with your vision. As he already said, be good. Be, happy advice, inspire them, motivate them, show them big vision. And then those who are interested, they will do it. Those who are not interested, no problem. We'll go for the next recruitment, but focus on 4 to 5 major people.
And I'll give you an additional comment to this is, it would be great if we could take everybody across the finish line with us. It's in our heart and in our soul. We want it so bad. Especially the people in their team, you look at them and they have so much potential, right? You see it. And they're sharp. They should be earning more. They should be. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not a good enough leader to inspire them. Here's what I learned. It's very dangerous to fall in love with someone's potential. They need to step into their potential. You can't change that other person as much as you'd love to. It's like Jim Rohn would say, don't take that class. Try to motivate an unmotivated person. You can't do it. The best you can do is be great, be inspirational, share the vision as big as you can, and give people an opportunity. Open the door, open your arms, and say, you're welcome to join us. If you don't, I wish you well. The door is always open. If you're ready, come on back, never closing the door. But if you're not willing to, if I'm standing with my friend, right? This is my friend, but my future's out there. And if I say, come on, let's go, and he stays, I'm like, well, come on, let's go. And he stays. Like, come on. Look, this is amazing. He stays. At some point, what do I have to do?
Let go.
I have to let go. That's the only thing. Right?
Perfectly answered. I'm really, really thankful. And just one quick thing about this as well, if I could add. Am I allowed to add? Just legal.
Of course, of course.
Perfect, yes. I think apart from a few who we can count on fingers, like Charanjit sir is definitely the best one of them, who actually are like that. Otherwise, we've all gone through these mindsets. We have been there, done that, We've been a victim for some time. We came out as a survivor, and then we conquered, right? And we go through these fluctuations over and over again. So if I could quickly get one from both of you, a one-liner, how do you keep that spark? So be good. I am the best, I think, with the people. I'm trying to be happy with them, making them happy, everything's. So what's your Red Bull? What's your Afresh? What's your energy drink?
It's either you have a huge vision and the vision keeps you fresh.
Absolutely.
Okay? Or you are comfortable for too long and it becomes uncomfortable. Being comfortable becomes uncomfortable. You're like, I'm not meant for this. And you realize it. Like, what have I been doing? And you realize you have to go do something. And sometimes it's trauma, real devastation, disaster, problems. Like Jim Rohn called it the day that turns your life around. That day where you say, enough, I'm not living like this anymore, I've had it. Other people say I should be comfortable, I'm not going to. I'm going to go change my life. It's what I'm sure you had something similar to that, 2018. I've had that over the course of my life. Sometimes you need to have struggle in order to be able to find your next level. I hope you don't. I hope vision is enough. But so many great people, it came from struggle that caused them to go to the next level.
Great.
Right. I agree with you that big vision, big why, that only keeps you moving all day long, right? But if your why is not that strong, it's from only lips, it's from not the heart, kidney, liver, then we don't move. So you have to work on your strong why, and you have to ask yourself again and again that do you happy with your life, present life? Are you satisfied what is happening? Or you don't want to live like the life like this? It's your own fight within you, and you have to create your why.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So I got it that struggle, that journey, that all these mindsets is part of the journey of momentum. Perfect.
It is.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thanks a lot. I love you.
Very, very welcome. We've got a few minutes left, and we'll do one more. I wish we could keep going, but we have time for one more. We'll go back here.
First of all, thanks corporate कि इतने बड़े मंच में मैं इतने बड़े बड़े लीडर्स को बात कर पा रहा हूँ, कुछ पूछ पा रहा हूँ। हालांकि मंच बड़ा है और सवाल मेरा बहुत छोटा है। एंड थैंक्स चरणजीत सर, डे 1 से आपके वीडियोस को फॉलो करते हुए यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। मेरा सवाल ये है सर कि कस्टमर, एसोसिएट, सुपरवाइज़र जब विज़न देखता है हर्बल लाइफ प्लेटफॉर्म में कि ये जनरेशन बिजनेस है, फैमिली बिजनेस है, हेल्थ नंबर 1 में रहेगी जब वो इस प्लेटफॉर्म में हमेशा लगे रहेगा। वेल्थ की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है, क्योंकि आज के डेट में जितने भी हमारे लीडर्स हैं उनकी लाइफस्टाइल हम लोग देखते ही है, और हमारे एसोसिएट्स भी देखते हैं उनकी लाइफस्टाइल। उसके बाद भी उनका एक माइंडसेट जो हमारा डे 1 में हुआ था, उनका क्यों नहीं हो पाता है सर? या ये मेरी प्रॉब्लम है कि हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ऐसा है, या ये यूनिवर्सल प्रॉब्लम?
Real talk. Why, isn't it weird? Like, why don't people see what we see?
Yeah.
Why don't they see it? It's called a mystery. We don't know. Some of them see and some of them won't. Some of them are blind for years and all of a sudden one day they see. Here's our job. Back to Mr. Rohn. Plant the seeds. That's our job.
Yeah, right.
We just keep planting and keep planting and keep planting. And some of it's going to find good ground. Some of it's going to get burned up. Some of it's going to get choked out. Some of the birds are going to get some, right? We can't control that. All we can control is that we keep planting. We keep talking to people. We keep caring for our teams. We keep creating opportunities for people to grow and people to learn. That's the only thing we can do. The rest of it we have to release and just let it be what it's going to be, knowing that that's not our job. That's beyond what we do. What we do is plant and then work with what shows up after that. Any other thoughts?
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say, that if we have less number, you may not find anybody see what you see, right? Just increase the numbers. Keep on sowing the seeds. Increase your numbers. Then you will find definitely, sometimes the ratio, doesn't appear. If you are not having 10, you will not get 1. So, of course, you have to work on your more numbers, and definitely the people are there in India, those who really want big income, big lifestyle, good health, but we have to find out, with big numbers, out of big numbers. Thank you.
Let me just, as we kind of wrap up this session, and I appreciate all the questions, everybody's questions. Give everybody a big round of applause, please. Well done. I'm going to let Charanjit have the final word, but let me just say this to all of you leaders. As this room goes, so goes India. As this room goes, so goes the rest of Herbalife Global. You have a huge responsibility to go back and give your city, your region, your country the best you have. Bring the best out in you. Help other people bring the best out in them. You have an incredible gift. This is an incredible time. This will be seen. This 2, 3, 5-year season coming up, in my opinion, is going to be seen as the biggest growth season in Herbalife history. And you're all going to be a part of it. I'm honored to work with you. I love you all very much.
Give a big hand, Eric Worre. So just, I have a great news for all of you. Great, thing. 2 minute के लिए बैठ जाइए. हम लोग president team बनने के बाद company, gave us a chance to have a new president team experience in US, right? We get that, right? The good news, अभी active president team retreat जा रहे हैं हमारे president team different जगह पे, but company has something for millennial team, okay? Something very big for the millennial team. I'm super excited. मेरे हाथ में जब ये paper आया, तो मैंने बोला यार, it's going to be amazing, right? So we are going to have the active millennial team retreat this year, right? From this year. So, flyer आपके सामने है. All the millennial team members, आपको 12 महीनों में से 9 महीने अपना royalty बोनस पिक करना है, दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. एंड आपका 3000 पर्सनल होना उसमें ज़रूरी है, राइट. रेस्ट आप इसमें फ्लायर में पड़ेगा, अभी आपको व्हाट्सएप पे भी आ जाएगा. बट आई एम सुपर एक्साइटेड. इसमें आपको क्या मिलने वाला, मेरे को उसमें इंटरेस्ट है. क्या करना है वो तो आप कर ही लोगे. द फर्स्ट थिंग इज आपको स्पेशल सीट एट वन ऑफ द लीडरशिप इवेंट में आपको एक स्पेशल सीटिंग मिलेगी. You will get a special session with the top associate leadership of Herbalife, nutritionist. Recognition dinner with one of the top associate leader India, corporate executive also, and leadership also, India ke jo leadership hai, and healthy active lifestyle activity session. And this retreat you will get any of the good location in India. Okay, so you will get, what else you will get, you just go through the flyer, because I cannot do anything, which is absolutely not clear to me. But this is going to be amazing. New active millennial team retreat. Okay, so qualified 9-month minimum. पर अपने को 9 नहीं देखना है, अपने को 12 में 15 महीने royalty उठानी है, bonus उठाना है, right? That is what we need to do today. That's what we discussed, that we should not have somebody achieve this, we have to achieve this. No, somebody have achieved this, we'll go this. That's what our goal should be, right? And thank you, Eric, for coming to India especially, and making this event very, very powerful. I got a feedback from yesterday, your training was so amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Charanjit, everybody, come here. We got to get a picture. Give him a round of applause. This guy's amazing.